Hello and welcome to TiPB Tidbits, where we look at those small yet memorable aspects of public broadcasting in America. Last year, the long-running PBS Kids series Arthur wrapped up its 25-season run on television. This got me thinking about another long-running series, and how the production of that series changed over time. So I figured it would make an interesting video to chart out Arthur's long production history. Here is a timeline featuring each season of Arthur, 1 through 25. Above, we will add different aspects of Arthur's production history. One aspect of Arthur's production history that remained constant was its director, Greg Bailey. Before coming to Arthur, Greg Bailey worked as a director at the Cinar Corporation, directing episodes of The Little Lulu Show and The Busy World of Richard Scarry.
Gee, Lumi, this was the best nap ever!
Nah, too busy and not scary.
Afterwards, Greg Bailey worked with Mark Brown in adapting the Arthur characters for television animation. The first 7 seasons credited Bailey as director, but come season 8 onwards, Bailey became both director and a producer for the series. Not too shabby. Next up is the series' head writers, or executive story editors, if you will. The first credited head writer was Ken Scarborough, former writer for Nickelodeon's Doug.
What if you got your way? You would have stayed there with your pals Arthur and Buster.
After season 3 of Arthur, Scarborough stepped down from the head writer's chair, serving as a contributing story editor for the next season. The new head writer, or executive story editor as it became to be known, was Joe Fallon, another former Doug story writer. Fallon also wrote music for the series, most notably the song Crazy Bus.
There's no such word as balloony!
Starting in season 4, Fallon became executive story editor, but stepped down after season 6. Taking his place was series writer Peter K. Hirsch, who continued as executive story editor until the end of the series. In season 10, he co-chaired the executive story editor position alongside postcards from Buster writer Stephanie Simpson. Now, let's look at the production companies involved during the series run. The Cinar Corporation commenced production of the series in 1996. The corporation even created a designated production company for the show, with the aptly titled Horn Rims Productions. In 2000, though, scandal erupted with the Cinar higher-ups, and by 2004 the corporation was bought out and rebranded as the Cookie Jar Group. Cookie Jar, and by proxy Horn Rims Productions, continued production of Arthur until the completion of the 15th season. The first 11 seasons under Horn Rims were animated by ACOM Productions, a South Korean animation company. Seasons 12 through 15 were animated by Hong Kong-based Animation Services Limited. In 2012, Cookie Jar was purchased by DHX Media, Incorporated. Horn Rims Productions ceased to exist, and production was moved to 9 Story Media Group and the much-maligned Flash era from season 16 to 19. In season 20, production was moved once more to Oasis Animation, where it remained until the very last episode in season 25. That's just a small peek into the production history of Arthur. There are other aspects to consider in the show's production history, such as producers, voice actors, and music composers, but for the sake of brevity, this makes a decent timeline of the various aspects of PBS Kids' longest-running animated children's series. Special thanks to everybody that uploaded the credits for each season of Arthur. They were most invaluable while constructing this video.
Coming to a theater near you.
It is not!
How about a CD?
No.
A video game?
No.
Comic book?
No!
Now, on to the PBS Member Station Spotlight. This time we're heading straight up north to the Upper Great Plains and Prairie Public Television. Prairie Public Television had its starts with KFME Fargo in 1964, the first public television station in the state of North Dakota. In 1974, station KGFE Grand Forks signed on to the air, along with the stations being designated under the new name Prairie Public. In 1977, the North Dakota legislature granted funding to Prairie Public to build a statewide network, with stations set up in Bismarck, Minot, and Dickinson to bring PBS programming to the western portion of the state. In 2002, Prairie Public became the first network in North Dakota to broadcast in high definition. Oddly enough, the majority of Prairie Public viewers don't even live in North Dakota, or the United States for that matter. The Canadian province of Manitoba and its capital city of Winnipeg receive Prairie Public television programming via cable and play an active role in fundraising and leadership for the network. Furthermore, Prairie Public's membership with the Minnesota Public Television Association has allowed for Twin Cities public television programming to be broadcast in North Dakota, along with the Minnesota Channel. Programming for Prairie Public Television includes local programs such as Prairie Pulse, Painting with Paulson, Prairie Mosaic, and Prairie Musicians, and the documentary series Germans from Russia. Today, in addition to its viewers from North Dakota and Manitoba, Prairie Public Television also brings in viewers from Minnesota, Montana, South Dakota, Saskatchewan, and Ontario. If you are in North Dakota, you can tune in to Prairie Public Television on these stations, with World on the .2 channel, Minnesota Channel on the .3 channel, and PBS Kids on the .4 channel. Thank you to everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Ring the bell, follow on Twitter. Also, don't forget to support your local PBS stations, so more programming related to Arthur can find its way to your television screens. And until next time, I'm Captain Rutledge. Good day.